In this video, I will provide you with a few examples how you can form a two stair-step concrete step, how you can actually build something like this. And I'm going to try to do it a different way. I know a lot of people just come in and they nail some boards together and they provide you with an explanation of how they did it, but they don't provide you with what I'm about to tell you here, which is the most important part. And it's that you need to divide the sections up into equal increments. These are your stair risers, and it helps if they're the same size. Same with the treads. So the treads can be on residential stairs 10 inches. Some building codes allow them to be a little smaller, to be 9 inches. 10 inches is pushing it. And if you can, make them 11 inches. That's what most stair building codes are. You're going to be safe with. The maximum height on a riser is 7 inches for a public stairway. That's the basic building code anywhere, but it can be as high as 7 3/4 inches in residential construction, which is probably what most people are going to be using this for. Residential construction would be for a private dwelling, basically, or a home, a house. But again, you need to check with your local building department to verify this information. So here we have 1 foot 9 inches, which is 21 inches height from the ground, top of the concrete, to the top of the concrete above. Divide that into 3 increments. We have 7 inches. We're going to use 7 inches for our risers. Now let's take a look at a different scenario where we've added 1.5 inches to it. It's now 22.5 inches, 1 foot 10.5 inches. We divide that into 3 inches. We're going to get 7.5 inch risers. We can see where this right here is no longer going to work. And in order to fix everything, we're going to need to make our risers a little taller. So if I came to a situation, let's say, where the risers, I have 24 inches here, and the risers are going to be 8 inches, and my building code, or local building codes, only allow the risers to be 7 inches, then I'm going to have to add another step. Instead of this being 2 steps, it's going to need to be 3 steps. So we're going to work with this particular model here that's 7.5 inches, and I believe we have this, it's about 11 inches. Now let's get rid of our little boxes we have created and give you an idea of what the stairway is going to look like after it is finished. I've noticed that it's a lot easier to explain to someone how to build something like this when they see it, and then add the form boards like we did here. So kind of wanted to point out, you can see here where this board's a little longer than this board, kind of the same thing here. This board here butts up against here. The one on the other side goes past a little bit. These boards don't need to be cut exactly perfect. This one here could be 4 inches longer. It could be even with the face of the form board here. This one could go back a little further, whatever you need. Now I am pouring this on top of concrete. This is a concrete stairway on top of concrete, and if you're going to be using concrete steps on soil, then you can actually just use stakes to position everything and keep it from moving. In our case here, we're going to need to use some type of weight or some type of longer boards to prevent this from moving. And that might be easily done by simply using bricks, blocks, sandbags, something on one side, both sides, or even some type of structure like this. If you're pouring it on a 16-foot wide patio, you might be able to just grab some long 2x4s, extend them past, put some stakes into the ground like we have here, and then use these as supports along with some type of angle blocks like these. And make sure that when you're screwing everything together, that you don't bury your nails or screws inside of the concrete area. You've got to be able to take these forms apart after the concrete is poured. So that means that you're going to kind of have to work in a reverse order when you're building everything. So while you're building the forms, make sure that you're constantly thinking about where your nails and screws are going, to make sure that they're not going to be in a spot you're not going to be able to get them out of after the concrete steps are poured. So again, some additional bracing. If this moves a little bit, you can always use these, run these past a little bit. And you can always put sandbags or blocks on top of these. I've done that before. Just ran some wider blocks, maybe a 2x8 on the bottom, and then put some weight on top of these boards here, and that'll help it from moving, or prevent it from moving at all. Now, if you noticed, I put a piece of rebar in here. This is going to help prevent the stairs from moving. If you pour something on top of concrete, and it could actually move a little bit. It's going to be hard to imagine if you have something that's going to be this wide moving. But if you have something that in there to prevent it from moving, like a piece of rebar, which of course is going to require a drill that drills into concrete, and the rebar. If you're not interested in doing that, if you can, grab a sledgehammer or some type of a hammer and try to rough up the concrete. Try and put some grooves in the concrete, either on the top or the bottom or both areas. And that way, when you pour the new concrete, it's going to settle into these grooves and prevent it from moving from the right to left also. Next up, of course, will be to pour the concrete, and then once it gets hard, you do not want to strip the forms when the concrete is soft, but you also want to get the forms off before everything dries. That way you can double check everything to make sure that it looks good and finish troweling everything. Now, this video isn't going to provide you with information on how to pour the concrete and finish the stairway. That'll be another video. But I am going to end the video by just kind of giving you an idea of how I might strip the forms down for something like this. So the first step would be to remove maybe the bricks on one side, and then just individually start going around taking stuff off, one piece at a time, and just working my way all the way around until it is done. So, once you take the forms off, and the concrete it might be hard, but it's still you're still going to be able to finish it. Maybe put some type of a brush or a broom finish around it, or finish it a little smoother, whatever you want to do with the forms on. If you leave everything on and you go to strip the forms off, it's not going to look as nice. But I understand you're a beginner. You don't want to mess anything up. You don't want to ruin the stairway. Then if that's the case, you might want to leave the forms on and then strip them the next day and hope for the best. So anyway, that's it for the video. Hope you learned something. If you did, hit the thumbs up button or leave a comment in the comment area and let us know how much you appreciate the video or what you learned from it.